Every single year from 30 to 70, your rent's going to go up. Your most expensive line item in your budget is housing. So the most expensive line item in your budget is out of your control, variable, and increasing. That is not scalable. That's not sustainable long term, because what you're paying in rent now is nothing compared to what it'll be 40 years from now. I think we can all agree with that. When you buy, if you buy on a fixed rate 15-year, you now have a fixed payment for a property. And then when you get paid off, you have a fixed rate, which is zero, other than your taxes and your property insurance, right? Those are two things that will go up as well, but they're a small, much smaller percentage. They don't end up being the largest thing in your budget anymore, usually. I wouldn't let your friends shame you into buying something.
Church, that means amen for those of you that don't know. I gotta say, I agree with the old man on this one. A paid off house hits completely different. When it comes to those baby steps, he's got it dialed in. They're accurate. We're going to get into some videos like that today to encourage you guys. Number one, you don't have to take 30 years to pay off these loans. That's number one. Number two, it's possible. It's doable. I'm going to show you a young lady here in a little bit. She's done it. You have to make up your mind that that's what you're going to do and stop listening to everyone else. Like Dave said, 40 years from now, if we're all still here, do you think rent is going to be less expensive? I don't think so. And so if you can lock in one place on the planet where you're just going to have to deal with taxes and insurance, it's going to be a benefit for you. And it's all wrapped around residential real estate so that you can get to that next level and investing for your future self.
Welcome to the craziest step on your path to financial freedom. So what is all this about paying off your house? We're talking about the nuances of everyday life around these baby steps and how they affect your financial plan. So welcome to baby step 6. Now this baby step 6 happens simultaneously with steps 4 and steps 5. Step 4 is putting 15% of your gross income into retirement, and step 5 is paying towards kids' college. By now, you've already paid off all of your non-consumer debt and you've already fully funded your emergency fund. So you're really starting to invest and you're starting to pay down and whittle down on this mortgage. So we already know how we would pay down our mortgage. We just put more money towards the mortgage. But why would we want to do that? The thing is, you're not just saving on interest. What you're really doing is you're lowering your expenses for life. You're reducing risk. You're building wealth faster. And you're giving your future self options, which in my opinion is exactly what financial freedom is. Now, the most common pushback that people have towards this step is that they can make more investing than they will paying down their house. Mathematically, that might be true, but statistically, most people are not investing that extra. They're just keeping the mortgage and spending the rest. This step is really all about intentionality.
More people need to follow Dave's baby steps. I'm seeing folks 50 plus and they ain't got nothing. And it's not because they didn't make money over their lifetime. It's not because they could have bought a house in the last decade, in the teens or in the aughts, when home prices were a lot less. You see, like this gentleman is saying, it's about nuances of life. More importantly, it's about intentionality and our behaviors. And truth of the matter is, most of us have tricked that money away. Okay? You tell yourself, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, but then it doesn't happen. I'm guilty. We're all guilty of it if we're honest with ourselves. This is why you have to have a plan and put things in motion. If you don't believe me, take a few seconds right now and have a quiz with yourself. In your mind, tell yourself, or out loud tell yourself how many subscriptions you have, and then actually go count the number of subscriptions. You see, there's something powerful about automating certain things, because we're all looking for the easy button at the end of the day. And it's a skill. It's a workout to become disciplined and look at certain things, because if you don't, 30 years will pass you by just like that. How many 40-year-olds am I talking to where you could just remember when you were 22? You see, time is undefeated. And this is why I want to bring these types of messages to the fore, because you're hearing enough of the sky is falling. What are you going to do? It ain't all bad. You got to control what you can control and do all you can while you can, respectfully. So the nuances that he spoke about, not fooling yourself into thinking that you're going to take the extra monies that you would either put towards a home purchase, if that's what you want to do, to invest. Don't fool yourself. If you're not going to buy, and you're renting, take whatever the margin is and you have to put it away for your future self. But the purpose of this video is for folks that are looking to buy and that are currently homeowners, to let you know that you can pay off the home many years prior to the 30 years. And that's a flex all within itself. Check out this young lady.
How much money are we saving in interest by paying off our house over 25 years early? That's the question that we keep on getting. And since we're officially done paying interest on our mortgage, I'm going to show you exactly how much we are saving. First off, this is the amortization schedule. If we had paid the minimum for the 30 years, if you don't know what that is, basically they can pre-schedule how much you are going to pay towards the principal and how much will go towards the interest in every single payment. If I just highlight the interest column, it'll add it up for me. $131,523 is how much we would have paid in interest if we paid the minimum for 30 years. On the other hand, I do track every payment that we've made on our mortgage since the beginning. And so if I highlight the interest column on all of the years, then I'll get the total of interest that we have paid. This is 2020, 2021, 2022, 23, 24, and lastly 25. So I went ahead and added that all up, and this is what it totals. So in the 4 years and 9 months that we've been in our house, this is the total amount that we paid in interest, $20,437. So if I take the total amount that we were supposed to pay minus the amount that we actually paid, we have saved $111,086.13 by paying off our house over 25 years early. For context, our interest rate is 3%. There's a lot of things that we could do with that amount of money that's going to get us even further in life, not paying a mortgage for the unforeseeable future.
That's an awesome story, guys. We're going to use her example just to show you the principle of how this works. To keep things simple, I'm not putting in taxes and insurance. To start off, $254,112, the loan amount for the first payment, 30-year amortization, and her interest rate was at 3%. The total mortgage payback would be $385,684.72 if they just made their regular payments throughout the 30 years. And as she showed, the total interest due for 30 years was $131,572.72 to be satisfied in July of 2055. Let's start small. Let's say 1,071, what is that, 35? Divide that by 12. So that's $89, and we'll call it 28 cents a month. So from the very first payment, you're going to put down $89.28 a month, which equates to one extra principal payment a year. We calculate that, and as you can see, it shows that it's going to take 26 years to pay off that loan. What they did was they aggressively paid this mortgage off in 5 years. So they paid a difference of $3,496 a month. You see, pays off in 5 years. They saved $111,727. So that's my point, guys. You don't have to take 30 years to pay off these loans if you want to get onto the property ladder and you're prepared. You're ready to go, meaning you have the income and you want to find out where you land. It's time to reach out to that lender that you know, like, and trust. If it's myself and my team, my contact information is pinned in the top comment or the description below, because your future self is going to either thank you or you're going to regret it. And we don't want you to regret it. So my time is up. I thank you for yours. As I always say, guys, let's be good to one another. Let us let grace abound. And until the next time, indeed.